Good morning, children. Hope you all are fine and safe at home. You all should listen to your parents and take care of your health too. Eat healthy food, play games, and have a quality time with your parents and your family members. Give lots of love and affection to each one of them because this is a time that you have never got before, isn't it? So today we will start with English grammar for class 3. Lesson 3rd is noun. So what are nouns? You all have heard, you all must have studied also. The nouns are the names of the person, places, things, and animal. But before I start, I must tell you that every word, that every sentence is made up of words, okay? And every word is used according to the work they do in a sentence. And these classes are called parts of speech. Is that clear? We have got parts of speech. We have got 8 parts of speech. First is noun. Then we have got pronoun. Then we have got verb. Then adverb. Then adjective. Then conjunction. Preposition. And interjection. Is it clear that we have got 8 parts of speech? They are nouns, pronouns, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, preposition, and interjection. These parts of speech are used to make one complete meaningful sentence. From all these, today we are going to take nouns. Is that clear? Now, look at the following sentences. If I say, Abhijit is tall. Abhijit is the name of a person. Abhijit is the name of a person. The cat is sleeping. Whom are we talking about, children? We are talking about cat. Cat is an animal. Cat is the animal. Then Neha is going to school. Where is Neha going? Neha is going to school. School is a place. School is a place. Then this pen is beautiful. What is pen? Pen is a thing. Pen is a thing. So Abhijit, cat, school, pen. Name of a person, place, animal, and thing are called nouns. What are they called? They are called nouns. These are naming words. These are naming words. So, a noun is a name of a person, place, thing, and animal. Is that clear to all of you children? Now, Now we come to few exercises. If I take some exercise to ask you, the rose is a beautiful flower. Whom are we talking about? We are talking about rose. We are talking about rose. What kind of a flower? Oh, what is it? It is a flower. It is a flower. Rose is a flower. So this is a noun. Is that clear to all of you? Now, Mary has a doll. Whom are we talking about, children? We are talking about Mary. Mary is a noun. Mary is a noun. And what has she got? She got a doll. She has got a doll. So these are nouns. Is that clear? Can we do some exercises? Okay. Now, in your classwork copy, first of all, you will write about the parts of speech. You will write about parts of speech, that there are 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, preposition and interjection. And our lesson 3 is nouns. Is that clear to all of you, children? Okay. Now, in your book, there is a story, a very short, inspiring story. Read the story and underline the common nouns and circle the proper nouns. But before we come to this, we will do some exercises of nouns. Is that clear? Okay. Now, exercise 1. This is, the rose is a beautiful flower. Mary has a doll. The earth goes round the sun. Whom are we talking about, children? Earth. Okay? And earth goes round the sun. Is that clear? Then, our house is near the market. We are talking about the house, our house, which you can see, which you can touch. Where is it? In the market. Where is it? In the market. We went. This should be done in your classwork copy. We went to Mumbai by train. Where did we go, children? We go to Mumbai. And how we went? We went by train. So these are nouns. Is that clear to all of you, children? Now there is another exercise related to this to see if you have understood or not. Now, you have to put in the missing letters. You have to put in the missing letters. Children, have you all finished? Should I rub this? Okay. Give me dash to drink. Can you guess what? Water. Please give me water to drink. This is how you have to fill in. Is that clear? We get wool from S. I think now you will be able to do this. After having the example, I think you will be able to fill in the missing letters and do it carefully. Then the sun rises in the east. Birds make their in the trees. Birds make their dash in the trees. The rose smells sweet. Have you done it, children? Okay. In order to check if you have completed this, check, have you written it like this? The water, give me water to drink. We get wool from sheep. The sun rises in the east. Birds make their nests in the trees. The rose smells sweet. Now we come to another exercise, children. You have to fill in the blanks with the words given in the cloud. Now we make a cloud here. The words are carpenter, postman, barber, nurse, and milkman. So, a person who brings us letters is called children, out of this, carpenter, postman, barber, nurse, milkman. A person who brings us letters is called a postman. Is called a postman. A person who makes things with wood is called carpenter. Is called carpenter. Then a person who brings us milk is called a milkman. Is called a milkman. A person who cuts our hair is called barber. Is called barber. And a person who looks after the patient is called a nurse. Children, is that clear to all of you? I hope the things are very clear to all of you, because this you have done in class 2 also. Now, you all must be playing the games. I sincerely want you all to have a family time together. All of you can sit down and play this game. This is an activity-based game. Like, you must be playing name of a person, place, thing, animal. Game, or you can say family game. You can start like we start with Antakshari, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay? You will take a page, you will write down the name of a person. Name of a person, then place, then thing, then animal. Okay? And if you don't find any word, look into the dictionary or Google it to find out the things that you are not getting. I would ask you to start from the letter A. Like name of a person, if I say she's Ananya. Okay? Can you tell me the place? Can you tell me the place? Okay. Australia. Thing. Even fruit you can take, apple. Animal. Animal beginning with A. If you're not getting animal, you can also take bird. Is that clear? In this way, A, B, C, D till Z, you find out all these new things. Many words you will not be able to find, but then Google it and look into the dictionary and find it out some new words. You will really enjoy. And you can write down as many words as you get. Is that clear to all of you children? Okay, this was all about nouns that we have done. Is that clear? Now, I come to common noun and proper noun. I come to, this was the part of speech that we have done. And these are the nouns. Can you see? Name of a person, boy, girl, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, then Mrs. Jones. Places, school, home, playground, zoo. Animal, dog, bee, frog, cow. lizard. Then thing is book, flower, shoe, pen. So nouns are name of persons, places, animals and thing. People, you can see Anita. Place, you can see forest. Animal, you can see elephant. And things, you can see the mobile or phone. Is that clear to all of you children? Now we take up with common noun and proper noun. Now we take up with common noun and proper noun. Is that clear to all of you children? I think now I should rub this. Now, there are different kinds of nouns. We say proper noun and common noun. Proper noun is a particular person, animal, or thing. Common noun is a common name. Common noun is a common name of a person, place, thing. Okay, children? Now, common nouns can be your hairspray, car, caterpillar, butterfly, elephant, hat, orange, knife, bread, mango, cheese, pear, chair, cat. They are all common nouns. We don't know the particular person or particular thing, so they are all common nouns. Like, we compare it with the two sentences. Now, if I say, the girl entered the room, common noun. Because we don't know which girl we are talking about. Either she is Mary, Ansi, Ananya, Benita, who has entered the room, we don't know. But now if I write, Anu entered the room, I am pointing out of so many girls, I am pointing out to one girl, Anu has entered the room. So, Anu will be a proper noun. Is that clear to all of you children? Now, if I say, he is a good boy. Whom are we talking about? Boy, I don't know which boy. Who is a good boy? But if I say, Rahul is a good boy, I am pointing out that out of so many boys, Rahul is a good boy. So, Rahul is a proper noun. Is that clear to all of you children? Now, the thing is, in common noun, the words will be written in small. Is that clear? But in proper noun, the name will be written in capital. Like you write your name in capital, you don't start with small letters. Is that clear? Now, common nouns are the names given to person, animal, places or things which are of the same kind. Which are of the same kind. Whereas in proper nouns, the names of particular persons, places, animals or things, and they begin with the capital letter. Now, if we take some examples of common noun and proper noun. Okay. Suppose I say common noun here. Common noun means common name. Common noun is common name. Proper noun is particular name. Proper noun is particular name of persons, places, things and animals. Things. Okay? Now, if I say like we have read, like I have told you recently, that the girl we don't know, but if I'm taking the name of Anu, Benita, Dolly, they will be written in capital letters. They will be written in capital letters. In the same way, boy, write down the name in capital. If I'm talking about any city, you can take Bhopal, capital B, Jaipur. Again, they will begin with the capital letter. Again, they will begin with the capital letter. Now, if I talk about any country, you take India, you take Nepal, you take Sri Lanka. They will be written in capital letters because they are proper nouns. Is that clear, children? In the same way, when we talk about days, when you write date in your classwork copy, even the day we write, isn't it? It should always start with capital. Monday, Tuesday. It will always start with capital. In the same way, months. Like June, capital. August, A will be capital. Is that clear to all of you, children? These words that come in your sentences, they will be small. But when we are specifying them, they will become capital. Is that clear to all of you? Even the newspaper that you take. Newspaper is otherwise a common noun. But if I write Dainik Bhaskar, it starts with capital letter. Take any book or any holy book. Holy books. We write the Gita, capital. The Bible, again B will be capital. The Quran, again this will be capital. Is that clear to all of you, children? Books can be books, common noun, but if you are specifying, they will be capital letters. Is that clear to all of you? Please don't make mistake while writing the even the answers. Wherever there is a proper noun, you understand, even in the dictation, make it capital. Otherwise, always start it with small. Is that clear to all of you children? Now there is a story. We have to underline the common nouns and circle the proper nouns. Like Radha, it is on page 7. Radha was a milkmaid. Radha is the name of a person, so Radha is a proper noun, and milkmaid is common noun. She lived in a village called Bhavnagar. Village. Village is a common noun, but Bhavnagar is a proper noun. So you have to circle the proper noun. She sold milk to earn a living. One day, Radha was carrying, Radha is again a proper noun, you will enclose it, and was carrying a pot of milk on her head. What was she taking? Pot of milk on her head. She had to deliver the milk to her customers in a nearby village named Holipura. See, the name of a place again is in the capital. So make sure that the proper nouns should always be in capital. Radha had a habit of daydreaming. Daydreaming is that you keep thinking what you want to do, which you are not doing it actually. Daydreaming. She said to herself, I will sell the milk and get a lot of money. With the money, I will buy some eggs. The eggs will hatch into fine chickens. The chickens will grow into hens. I will name my hens Hina and Kina. Then I will sell Hina and Kina and get more money. Hina and Kina are again the names, proper nouns. With that money, I will buy nice silk dresses. Dresses will be your common noun. I will look beautiful. Then people will ask me the secret of my wealth. I will toss my head this way, toss my head and say, no, I don't want to tell you. While Radha dreamt of tossing her head, she actually tossed her head. The pot of milk fell down and all the milk was spilt on the ground. So children, this is your homework. I have told you the proper nouns and the common nouns. This is your homework. You will be doing it with the help of your parents, okay? So the name of a person, place, animal or thing in general is called a common noun. For example, milkmaid, village, hens and pot. And proper noun is a special name given to a person, place, an animal or a thing. Now we come to proper nouns, which I have already told you children, that people such as Radha, Gaurav, Mrs. Sharma, Virat Kohli, Harry Potter. Have you seen people is written in small, but the people such as Radha is a name of a person, will be in capital. Please underline. Then countries, town, villages, rivers, seas, lakes and mountains such as India, Chennai, Yamuna River, Pacific Ocean, the Dal Lake, the Himalayas, they all will be in capital. Then days of the weeks of the month, festivals such as Friday, June, Christmas, Republic Day, they will be in capital. Buildings, parks, stadiums, roads, airports, stations, malls, historical monuments such as Rashtrapati Bhavan, India Gate, the Red Fort, Eden Garden, the Pacific Mall, Lodi Road, Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport, New Delhi railway station again will be in capital. Now books, newspaper, magazines, as I told you, Dainik Bhaskar, in the same way they will also be in capital. Is that clear to all of you children? Now here is an exercise given to you. Identify the proper nouns and the common nouns in each of these sentences. You have to write down P for proper noun and C for common noun. So, my sister and I went to Donald's Taco place for lunch. My sister, we don't know the name, common noun, but Donald's Taco place is a particular name, will be proper noun. For lunch, again, common noun. Ravi bought a watch for Sujata. If I'll do 2 for you, rest I would like you to do it yourself. Is that clear, children? Ravi bought a watch for Sujata. Ravi is a proper noun. Bought a watch, common noun. Sujata, again a proper noun. Is that clear, children? My father took us to Shimla. My father took us to Shimla. What is my father? Common noun. Shimla is a proper noun, name of a place. Is that clear, children? So, please solve this exercise yourself, because now you have understood what is proper noun and what is common noun. Is that clear to all of you, children? Now, rewrite these sentences using capital letters wherever needed. Now, in this lesson 1 also, we have done this sentence always begins with the capital letters and it ends with full stop. You have to take care that the proper noun, even it is coming in between, should be in capital letter. The first sentence is, the capital of India is New Delhi. You have seen how this is written. The capital of India is New Delhi. So, how will you start? You have to start T capital. I want you all to put a paper in between this book. Like this is a book. Please put a paper here, your copy paper, okay? And solve these exercise by writing it very carefully. Okay, girls? You will start with the capital of India is capital N, New Delhi. Is that clear, children? The Kapoor family went to Jammu for the holidays. Now, Jammu is a place. Jammu is a place. So, how will you start? Capital letter. The Kapoor name. So, K will be capital. The Kapoor family went to Jammu, capital J, for holidays. Now, children, will you be able to do this yourself? Okay, try to do it yourself. So, even if you make mistake, there is no problem, but then you should try to do it yourself. Now, we come to the collective noun. Nouns that name a collection of people, animals, places is called a collective noun. Now, when we see so many cows coming together, we don't say so many cows are coming. We say a herd of cattle is coming. So, we don't say so many students are there. We say a class of students. When we see the keys in a bunch, in a key ring, we don't say so many keys are all together in a ring. We say a bunch of keys. Is that clear, children? So, wherever there is a collection of persons, things, we call it a collective noun. Like when you see the animals coming together, we say a herd of cattle. We say an army of ants, a class of students, a hive of bees, a bunch of keys, a crowd of people. Is that clear to all of you, children? Now that we are coming to the exercise, you should learn from on page 10, a heap of rubbish, a pride of loins, a bunch of grapes, a shoal of fish, a flight of birds, a choir of singers, a bundle of clothes, a shower of rain, a flock of sheep, a gang of robbers, a brood of hens, an army of soldiers. Now, the collective noun. See, children, this is a collective noun. Like, you must be getting a bouquet on your birthdays, or you must be giving bouquets to your mother. You don't say there are so many flowers. There are so many flowers. No, you say this is a bouquet of flowers. That looks good. A bundle of sticks. A bunch of bananas. Then a deck of cards. A forest of trees. A dazzle of zebras. A herd of cows. A flight of stars. When you see so many stars all together, you say it is a flight of stars. Then a flock of sheep. Flight of stars is a bird, a galaxy of stars, a school of fish, a tower of giraffes, then a leap of leopards, a memory of elephants. Is that clear to all of you children? It is very interesting because when you use these words, it really sounds very nice when you all listen to this kind of words. Thank you. Please revise this so that we can take test. This is D exercise. You have to learn C and D very nicely. Thank you. Take care, children.